I think most of the members of this committee have never had a classified briefing on what is occurring in Yemen. They've never had a briefing in the SCIF. And I think there is a perception out there that it is the United States and Saudi Arabia that are creating a humanitarian crisis in Yemen. Mr. Secretary, can you briefly talk about maybe the Houthis' role in a humanitarian crisis in Yemen, many actions of Iran, and maybe some of the role that we don't hear about in terms of who's really driving that crisis?
I'm not sure I can do it briefly, but let me try. Complicated space.
Take whatever time you need, sir.
So let me start with something that often gets neglected in this debate, too. There's still active Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula there. The United States is engaged in trying to crush it there in Yemen as well. Remember that Yemen sits on the southern border of Saudi Arabia and has launched hundreds of missiles into the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia out of Yemen. They were launched by the Houthis, and they were Iranian missiles in nearly every case. Missiles that had been brought across borders, in through ports, in pieces and parts, and now the Iranians are attempting to establish the capacity to actually build out missiles inside of Yemen. The United States has a responsibility to do all that it can to deny or to prevent the humanitarian crisis, which is ravaging that nation. We've done that. I think the number is now close to $1 billion that the United States has provided. The Saudis and the Emiratis each have provided billions of dollars as well. The one country that hasn't provided a single dollar to aid the humanitarian crisis is the Islamic Republic of Iran. Instead, they've chosen to use their money to get Houthis and Yemenis killed and spur the continuation of the civil war, and frankly put Americans at risk. You all fly. Members of Congress fly into the King Khalid International Airport in Riyadh. They're launching missiles that can range to Riyadh. This is a very real risk, and the Saudis have a right to defend their nation just in the same we would if we had missiles falling at airports in Denver or LA or New York. And at its root, Iran is driving this behavior.